Yo, welcome back to ADG Raw Sports Games Network for ADGUniverse, and we are here for Raw, for the purest, realest wrestling simulation ever, though sometimes I do join. Some few things before we begin the show. Number one, if there's any moments in the show where I sound muffled, it's because I had to remove background audio. I try to keep the audio on so it has a realistic kind of presentation with some of the music playing, though I don't have it completely loud. Sometimes the music still get detected, especially on scenes like this where the crowd's not on, but usually where the crowd's going in the stadium is fine. But usually sometimes in moments like this when I'm breaking down things, it gets detected and it ends up being a problem. But I hope you guys enjoy the show. We're having a championship night tonight where Gunther will get his technically a rematch that he caused by getting disqualified at the pay-per-view. So we're gonna have Gunther versus Seth freaking Rollins. We're on the road to King and Queen of the Ring, so a lot of superstars that wins here tonight could determine if they move on to King and Queen of the Ring. I will be evaluating people and determining who deserves those spots over the next couple weeks to King and Queen of the Ring. When is that show? Technically, it is within 3 weeks, though it may air in our production time before that. Okay, it is in 3 weeks at, you know, a nice Saudi show, and this is gonna be quite an interesting night, though. Like I said, the tag titles on the line. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows defending titles against the War Raiders here tonight. Extreme Rules tag. It's gonna be complete war, that's for sure. And then we got Dakota versus Rhea Ripley. Rhea right now walking the same shoes as Seth freaking Rollins, holding the top women's title on the brand, as well as the ADG Raw Sports Games Network Championship. We're going to have a special guest referee, Naomi, who came very close to becoming the ADG Raw Sports Games Network Champion, and she's going to be looming in the background. And she's going to be in a match later on in the night as well, already making a big name for herself here on Raw. Penta in his debut versus Ilja Dragonov. Going to keep an eye on these two, especially with King and Queen of the Ring around the corner. This match over here will be very, very important, not only for the future when it comes to number one contenders, with the number one contender to the women's division, but who will be going into King and the Queen of the Ring and being first considered to be in King and Queen of the Ring. You don't want to be at the bottom of this. You don't want to be the first eliminating this. I'm going to be honest with you, because you're going to be very questionable when I choose who's going to be King and the Queen of the Ring, because I'm going to actually just going to be choosing, all right? So Penta Nakano also is a big part of this. She's going to make her debut back to professional wrestling here tonight, here in WWE for ADGWSGN Raw. And last but not least, we already talked about the Gunther matchup, so that'll lead us into this. Stay tuned after the show. We will break down a more analysis of where superstars are and where superstars are going, what to look out for and more. But our first matchup is up right now. World Tag Team Championship. I will not be playing in this matchup. Y'all know sometimes I play in matches, sometimes I don't. Will not be playing in this championship matchup, that's for sure. I'll probably get involved in the contenders matchup and maybe Penta's match as well. We'll see. And let's get it on. Now, we talk about the OC, when we talk about Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, they are everything when it comes to ADGWSGN and when it comes to the tag team division, representing both shows. They have all the tag team gold in the world except the NXT titles, but some wonder if they should go after those as well. I say no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to let these boys be that greedy.
Is a tag team Extreme Rules match and is for the World Tag Team.
You're not going to let them be that greedy. These boys have got it all. They don't need it anymore. They have been holding down the tag team division for years. And I know some will say, well, man, you haven't really been fully operatable. You have not really been airing. The shows have not been airing. We've been off the air. So they haven't really been active with defending those titles. But, yo, their victory, you know, that they had at Backlash, I think is enough to shut some of the people up who thought that they did not deserve those titles anymore. Defending against some of the top teams, you know, from the Bloodline, you know, from the Motor City Machine Guns, and getting it done the way they did at Backlash. And now they're up against another internationally known team in the War Raiders. I mean, it is going down. This team currently the top team when it comes to the rankings to ADGUniverse. If you want to see more of a breakdown of the rankings, we will be showing them, like I said, after the show. We break down a lot of things. You'll see who's next in line if, you know, whatever happens here tonight. But you got to think Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, they have a right to any title they lose. Though, I'm not going to give them a shot at any rematches at any titles until they lose all of the titles. So if War Raiders was to win here tonight, Luke, Carl, you would not be first in line until you lose the other titles. Then you can choose accordingly. As free agents, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows can choose where and who they want to challenge out of the two teams that defeat them over the course of time. If that happens. It may not happen, but we're going to see here now. These glorious tag team titles are on the line, baby. The World Tag Team Championship kicking off tonight's special championship night on Raw. Also contender matches, the debut of Penta here live tonight. The ADGWSGN Network Women's Championship on the line as well. Some may be wondering when the next time Seth Rollins will be defending that title. Well, we know we got WWE SummerSlam coming up, that's for sure. But he may end up defending that title way before then. Gunther has been trying to get me to do title for title. He wants all the titles. He says he should get a shot at all the time. I'm like, I don't know about all that, bro. The ref's down. Charles Robinson already having a hard time here tonight. In this Extreme Rules matchup, he has already been accepted a collateral in this matchup. Now the OC just getting it in, man. If there's anybody that can match these two guys, it's definitely the War Raiders, who's also spending some time in New Japan Pro Wrestling. The cover here, Luke Gallows with the breakup. The matchup continues. Thank you guys for watching ADGUniverse. I said I want to be live a little bit more often. It's been over a week or so. I said, yo, let's get back into the fray. We got to get this thing going. We got to get this ball moving. And I hope you guys enjoy. I'm also considering breaking down the content a little bit further with edits. I may not do the edits all the time, but I am considering at least sometimes doing edits. Tonight probably not be one of those nights since I just don't have the room on my PC. You need technically double the room. And right now I only have like 30 gigabytes. By the time I do this, I will not have double the room to do the, this is gonna probably be like 20 gigabyte file. Then I won't have enough room to do the edit too, so probably not tonight. But who knows? You see edits? Show me some love, baby. But now let's get back to the action. We got trash cans in play. We got Big Luke on the outside with Eric. We got Carl taking the fight, the Ivar trash can in hand, and now he's got to climb up rope. We're gonna see something fly from Carl Anderson up top. Is he gonna go? Yes. Oh my God! Top rope cutter from the machine gun. And that's just how the OC does it. The only club that matters. The club, two of the original Bullet Club members in the building here tonight on ADGUniverse Raw, representing the tag team division at its finest, holding both of the titles, undisputedly tag team's best right now. Ivar throwing Carl into that thing, into the post, into that thing. I can give you guys a little bit more detail than that. And now the power bomb from Eric. If these guys just stay in the game, if anybody can do it, it's the War Raiders. They love to fight. Their fans are loving it. Tables on fire as the crowd chants, "This is awesome." Will someone go through that flaming table though? Oh God. Oh God. So nasty. I think his head just bounced off there. We got blood here. Probably burnt bodies. Crispy skin. Kentucky Fried Pro Wrestlers and ish going down here tonight. Nice double arm suplex. Underhook double arm suplex. And give it up to these War Raiders. Bring in the war. Bring in the fight. Could we have new tag team champions? Just stay tuned. Get to the gut. Several shots on the big boy Luke Gallows. Eyeball taking the fight. Eric with the running into the body of Carl here. But these are champions. Oh, the OC, we cannot count out their durability either in this matchup because we already know that's why they're the champions. We've seen what they did at Backlash France. The question is how much is left in their bodies to continue and do the things that they've been doing. That is the only question that we have here. Oh my God, call! And another neck breaker. Flaming table on the outside, but look like Carl Gallows definitely don't want no part of that. They don't want to risk, they don't want to gamble. The trash cans in play here. Or maybe they do. Maybe they do. Going to the outside now. Flaming table's right there. Or maybe it's just whatever happens, happens. You see how they're trying to double up. They're smart. Their tag team IQ is definitely one of the best. That's why they're the champs. And I'm not just saying they're the best because of their time. I'm saying that right now, in the current space, in the current time, they're doing everything right. And that's why they became the champions. Oh! Nice move by Ivar here. Is he going to use that table? No, he's not using the table just yet, but he's going to use the apron. The champs need to be careful, though. You got to think they've been beat pretty bad at this point. And they could be easily put down for that PIN. The pin, baby. Oh, man. Ivar. With the vicious running shoulder breaker. I think these two are going to take it back in the ring sometime soon. Oh, Carl trying to lift the big man. Couldn't get him up. Oh, Luke Gallows is feeling here. Carl Anderson with the practice spine buster. Luke Gallows with the Gallows pole onto the trash can. And only a 2 count? How in the world did Eric get out of that? The War Raiders now showing that they will not die and that they really want those tag team titles. Big man Luke coming in to say today, now that Flaming Table has been distinguished. But what about the big LG, man, or the OC? Very impressive here tonight. As well as Ivar also, I would say, are the two MVPs in this matchup. Most of the damage being done by these two to their opponents. And look at the LG. Going for the cover early. Well, not really early, but just very aggressive with the cover. Late in the late stage of the match. Here we go, the two big men I was talking about, the kick to the head there. Has the table in play. Oh! Eric! And then the spinning heel kick. Spinning heel kick on Carl. New champions? Oh my God, we have new champions! After all this time, after all these years, the War Raiders have finally took some of the gold away from these undisputed, former undisputed champions. The best in the business of ADGUniverse. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows have just lost these titles after holding them for over 2 years. They have finally lost the Raw titles. The War Raiders have made history. A spinning heel kick out of nowhere to Carl Anderson.
Here are your winners. And
now,
World Tag Team Champions.
These guys sit at the top of the division of Raw.
War Raiders.
They are now the team to beat to make your mark in history. First matchup of the night, to me, went crazy, went hard. Remember, use the hashtag ADGUniverse to find other ADGUniverse episodes. Coming up next, Dakota Kai versus Rhea Ripley, and lurking in the shadows is Naomi. More to come as they come to the ring.
The following contest is a special referee match and is for the Wrestling Women's Championship. Please welcome the special referee for this match, Naomi!
All right, why Naomi? Just to see where Naomi lies, where her heart lies. Is she a little salty for coming so close to win the ADGWSGN Network Championship? Plus, you know, Naomi just wants to get involved. She wants the spotlight on her, and I said, why not? She wants to be a part of this matchup. She says she's gonna call it down the middle, and I hope that she does. Shout out to El Soro who did this attire for Naomi. You can get it right now on Community Creations. More details hopefully be in the description of the video. If it's not there, hit me up and I'll do my best to put it there as soon as possible. Dakota Kai, the current Intercontinental Champion, someone who's been doing big things so far this season on the brand. It only makes sense that her and Rhea tonight battle for the ADGWSGN Network Championship. Some are saying that Drew McIntyre should be battling Seth Rollins for the ADGWSGN Network Championship, being he's the Intercontinental Champion. Drew McIntyre not here tonight. Some people know that he doesn't even really technically supposed to be going here. He should be going to SmackDown, but because he won that gold and he was already in line to get that gold, he is still here. But you know, he's going to be defending that title next week here on the show. Stay tuned to see exactly who will be in the shot at that title. We may announce that during the post-show as well. There she goes, our champion, Rhea Ripley. The ADGWSGN Network champion, the women's champion. Like I said, her and Seth are like twinsies right now. Sorry, Damian Priest. I'm saying that because if you look at both of their careers right now, what they're doing nearly mirrors one another.
the challenger. From Auckland, New Zealand, the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Dakota Kai. And her opponent, from Adelaide, Australia, the Wrestling Women's Champion and the WWE Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley.
You also got to think it's only a matter of time before Lara Valkyria come after both of these women. Two women that have taken her titles. Two women that have been probably a thorn in her side. And you got to think that she wants to get those titles back. I apologize, I didn't mean to start petting on the camera. I didn't want to do the camera work. But I do kind of want to learn. So I may be learning a little bit here tonight. I hope you guys understand. And, oh man, he's going for something right here. Dakota Kai setting up. Nice headlock. And Derek just swinging around like she's not nothing. Now we're going to the outside. And Dakota doing pretty good right now here on the champion. And you got to think, if Dakota wins here, should she be getting a shot at the ADGWSGN? Well, she already getting. Should she be getting a shot at the world title as well? The roll up here by Rhea Bloody Ripley. A 1 count as Naomi is calling this down the middle in her high heel boots, baby. Proceed with caution. Get to the gut. Rhea not working by the hour. Looking for that riptide. Could this be it? Only a 2 count. That was a perfect pin count by Naomi. And now, shout out the team kick. No! She doesn't connect with the... And now Rhea showing her power. Sit down power bomb on the Intercontinental Champion. You talk about the best in the business. Dakota Kai. Rhea Ripley. Representing the best we had to offer. But later on tonight, we're going to find out a little bit more as Naomi and the returning Bull Nakano, among others like the great Natalia, will be in an 8-women over-the-top battle royal to set the standard in the division. We will have a #1 contender, even though we have a long road to King and Queen of the Ring. It's going to be something else, that's for sure. I think that tournament for the men and the women is going to set the stage for what is the year to come for ADGUniverse in the WWE 2K25 season. Went to a kick to the gut, didn't happen there, did not work. Now the leg. Oh, leg stomp and a pull there. There's a nice set of maneuvers there. Nice kick there. Now she's just going to place him in the corner. Dakota Kai hanging in there. That's that workmanship of the Intercontinental Championship. That's what that title represents. The workhorses of this industry. Dakota Kai is a workhorse of the women's division. Into the cover here. 1, 2, 3. The Rhea Ripley. I hate the cloak bomb breaker. Just got that dog in her. And she wins and keeps her title here tonight. Naomi called it right down the middle. Dakota Kai did her best to hang in there. She did her best to try to dethrone Rhea Ripley, but her best was not enough for this woman who's just dominating right now. Just dominating this Rhea Ripley. You got to think though, the lady that's in there, Naomi, could be the one that could dethrone could dethrone Rhea Ripley, excuse me. Naomi could be that one. We'll find out later on tonight if she's going to be one of the first in line next for the other title Rhea Ripley holds,
Here is your
the Women's World Championship.
Still wrestling women's champion, Rhea Ripley.
Welcome to the generation of Jade.
All right, well, the show has been, right? And I get a thumbs up for the fact it's been a great show. Now we have the debut of Penta taking on Ilja Dragonov, and I will be giving him a push in this video. But that doesn't mean, breaking the fourth wall here, that doesn't mean he will win. With my bars, there's a good chance I could lose this. A couple of days ago, ironically, I paid with Penta and I peed off a little bit of people because I lost in a video that I did. The video is available in the channel right now. Find out who actually got the crown and glory in a big push battle royal matchup.
The following is scheduled for
featuring all the stars of the WrestleMania 41 pack and the Fearless pack.
Russia, weighing in at
I'm back on storyline and not breaking the fourth wall. Ilja Dragonov comes into this thing, looking to show people and remind them about the dragon, remind him about the what is it called, the bar. It's been so long, man, since I seen him in WWE, man. Where he is? I know he got injured, but why isn't he back yet? It's like Hunter doesn't want to play with these UK toys that much anymore. He's like, I got Mexican toys now. I got Lucha Libre toys. As Penta comes out, I'm gonna mute my mic and pour me some water. Y'all stay tuned, I'll be right back. I'm gonna call this, but I may have to leave again very soon. I hate doing that. That's why sometimes I hate cutting off commentary, but I gotta call the debut of Penta.
Weighing in at 87 kilos, Penta!
One of the best luchas of recent memory. This guy has competed in the likes of Lucha Underground, AAA, Lucha Libre, and more. Even AEW. Penta here tonight. Some say might be the star of the show. as he looks down to take down the Czar. You know, I forgot I can't leave because I'm actually playing in this match. The fans chanting for Penta as this match begins. Oh. Also, anybody notice that like sometimes the controller don't vibrate on PS5 anymore in those mini games? Oh. That is unique to Penta. Let's go. Penta already doing some big things here. Early on in this matchup. Wasting no time on the Czar. Ilja Dragonov. That snapping DDT. Penta has him up top now. This is going to be something super for Penta. Top rope. Oh, man. Superplex. And now Penta is turning it up for this capacity pride. Trying to roll up Penta here. Penta rolls him back up. Back and forth, these two men go. And now Ilja retreats to the outside. He knows that Penta is getting a little bit too warmed up, a little bit too hot, baby. Penta looking very impressive in his debut. Not many can do the things that Penta's doing to Ilja Dragonov. Here comes Ilja, top rope, setting up. Now Penta taking the gloves off here. The destroyer from Penta. Oh my goodness. And that could do it right there. Penta hits his finisher, but no. Ilja. Ilja does not want to die here, but maybe he should. The swanton from Penta doesn't connect. I'm surprised Ilja has anything still left in him, but he does. And this is the Ilja Dragonov, one of the best to ever come out of the UK. One of the strongest of that British strong style. Into the cover. And he take Penta away, embarrass Penta in his debut. Nice whip. Yeah, he went for the mascot torpedo, but he missed. Got another Irish whip, this time from Penta. Penta with a sling blade. Got to stun Ilja here. This is a takedown, and into the cover goes Penta. Ilja stays in it, and I'm getting word right now that this has been a 3.5 star matchup. Maybe the second time I did the charm. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know the name of that maneuver by Penta, but I do know it's his finisher, and he does finish the match. Penta gets the W here tonight in his debut. You gotta think that's gonna go pretty far for Penta. And Penta, I'm gonna be honest, I am impressed with you. And even though you're new, that is quite the reason why I'm actually giving you this opportunity. Penta, you have been deemed one of the first of the many men that will be a part of King and Queen of the Ring. I think you're gonna sell those tickets. So there you go. First announced for King and Queen of the Ring is Penta for the men's tournament. Penta, this was too much for Ilja Dragonov, and Ilja is no easy win. He's no easy victory.
Here is your winner, Penta!
Penta just made a name for himself off the back of Ilja Dragonov. That's what he just did. Okay, now as these ladies come to the ring, I will be definitely leaving ringside again. I hope you guys enjoy the entrances. Penta Nakano making a comeback. This is an 8-woman battle royal. The question is, who's gonna win? It's not like the big push battle royal. You will be thrown over the top rope in this matchup, okay? Well, you can't get eliminated by being thrown over the top rope. As Becky's is one of the first of many to come out. You guys stay tuned. I'll be back in a few.
The following contest is an 8-woman battle royal. Making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, the man, Becky. Japan, Penta Nakano. San Jose, California, Bailey.
I'm back for Bailey, and I'm scared I might have missed Bull Nakano's entrance. Did I miss Bull? I did. I missed Bull. All these women are very capable, and I was hearing from the young women here tonight that they were very excited to be in the ring with Bull Nakano. You know, someone who is one of the four mothers, not four fathers, of the women's division. But Liv Morgan was a little disrespectful, of course,
representing the
saying that Bull Nakano doesn't deserve to be here. Bull Nakano should go home. She had her moment. She's famous enough. Did she have to be a #1 contender? Did she have to come here to ADGUniverse and make a name for herself? And that this show, this division belongs to the rights of her, Raquel, Roxanne Perez. Here's the deal. How's Roxanne and Liv Morgan going to do here tonight? They're both in this matchup. Yes, they're bumping heads here in ADGUniverse as well. Some say Lyra should have got an opportunity for this. And for that, I'm going to give Lyra an opportunity through ADGUniverse rules to take on the winner of this matchup if she wants in the future. Like I said, if she wants to.
Texas, Roxanne Perez.
Because, you know, she was the ADGWSGN Network Women's Champion. She did do great in her run and, you know, as the Intercontinental Champion and more. So, like, if there's anyone who should get another step in the right to be, like, at the very top of women's wrestling, it is definitely Lyra Valkyrie if she wants a shot at it. We talk about the Judgment Day factor here. Roxanne and Liv Morgan, will they work together? That is the question. And a big opportunity for Kairi Sane here tonight. We have not seen much of Kairi Sane this season in ADGUniverse. And for me, Kairi Sane, one of my favorite women superstars. You know I love my Joshi Goshis. You know I love my, you know I love them.
Representing
you know I like that damage control.
From Yamaguchi, Japan, Kairi Sane.
As Io and Asuka has had their opportunities to showcase their talent in tag team wrestling, and I know I promised some other matches for the tag team division here tonight. It is not happening. We just didn't have enough time on the card. There were some things that need to be handled first. I felt for the growth of ADGUniverse, for the stories to be told in a significant manner, and this is one of those things. We gotta make our superstars. We gotta make our names. We gotta make you guys know when a woman like Kairi Sane comes out, or a woman like Bull Nakano, who is like Rhea right now. You know Rhea's the force. We've shown what she can do. We've shown what Lyra can do. And we want to do the same for these other women and put the spotlight on them so they can be a force to be reckoned with, and a name in ADGUniverse that when they come down to the ring, you pay attention. And this is a woman who really needs no introduction. Natalya, the GOAT.
And
some of the biggest hooners in professional wrestling. Yeah, I just said that. Hooners and hooters. You know what I'm talking about. Biscuits and gravy. Or as King would say, puppies. But it's not just about that. Natalya definitely is not just about that. I mean, Natalya is one of the best pro wrestlers. She's very technical. She learned in the Heart Dungeon from her dad, the Anvil, from Brett himself. She can lock in that sharpshooter just like anyone else in the Heart Dungeon family. Definitely one to look out for. You. And Rhea Ripley, I know, is watching in the back, wondering who's going to win this. And a woman that was out here earlier tonight in the ring, close to Rhea Ripley. You got to think she was probably also maybe paying attention to see what she needs to do if she's going to beat Rhea Ripley in the future.
From Orlando, Florida, Naom.
Definitely one of the top matches that the fans are probably looking out for tonight. This #1 contenders match is also going to determine people who may or may not be put in King and the Queen ring. Like I said, you don't want to be one of the first people out because I may not want to choose you when it comes time for King and Queen ring. We already announced one person that will be a part of the men's. I want to be able to announce someone from this matchup to be a part of the women's. So if you're second place in this, there's no doubt about it. Don't feel too grim. I am going to put you in King and Queen of the ring. Here we go. This matchup already getting a little frantic. Everybody just going at it. Liv Morgan up top of boxes. Imagine Bull Nakano versus Rhea Ripley for the title. That would go really, really hard, I would say. Just imagine. You may not have to imagine. It's going to be a real thing very soon, most likely. This beast, Bull Nakano. And now Bayley getting that. Just do her thing one-on-one with Bull Nakano. And Bull just took... Oh! I thought Bayley was done there. I thought Bayley was going to be eliminated early on here. Nice move there from Bayley and all these women. Roxanne's so aggressive. I like it, man. Feisty Roxanne. So Roxanne got eliminated. Even though I liked her, she was one of the first people out. Oh, Roxanne, Becky just threw you out like you was nothing. She was one of the littlest dogs in this big fight. And now we have 7 other competitors still going at it here. Like Kyrie and Naomi working together here to eliminate Becky. Now Becky's gone.
Becky Lynch has been eliminated.
So despite her getting the first elimination, she is the second one to go. Bull Nakano's still in it. These women tonight don't have to pin each other. Only got to throw them over the top rope. But if these women meet again in King and Queen of the Ring, they're going to have to eliminate each other by pit and fall. You know what I mean? Bayley trying to take out Bull Nakano, but Bull says no, Bayley. It's not going to go down there. And there go that patent and scoop slam, followed up by the leg drop. The big concisive legs. I hate to say that, Bull Nakano. And now Bull tosses out Bayley. 2 of the 4 horsewomen eliminated, and the only 4 women in this matchup are gone. But that is kind of crazy when you think about it. And now Naomi looking to eliminate Bull Nakano. She's so close to eliminating Bull Nakano. Liv and Kyrie still in it. 2 of the smaller women in this matchup. Bull Nakano not out of it just yet. She shows her legendary status by getting out of that one. Who's gonna win this match? Natalya hitting Bull Nakano out of the way when Liv Morgan was setting up for a big maneuver. And they got a backbreaker. She learned from Carlito how to deflect that move. So Liv's on it now. She's cooking. Hip toss. But now Bull Nakano drops it directly on her neck. We call that the Raging Bull. Raging Bull the Raging Bull just knocked out Liv Morgan. The matchup continues here. Liv keeps going for that maneuver. Now Naomi just eliminated Natalya.
Has been eliminated.
No, Kairi Sane got eliminated. My bad. So Kairi's going to the back. One of my faves in this one is out. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm a favorite of pretty much everybody. So as I said numerous times in the show, for those that have not watched, I favor a little bit of everybody, but sometimes more so others. Right, we're looking at 4 superstars that are, at least 3 of these superstars are probably part of King and Queen of the Ring, even if they don't make it here tonight. Naomi very impressive, Natalya and Liv Morgan. And now Bull setting up. Oh! Giving the crowd a little bit of something. Naomi, she knew she had to get out of there.
Natalya has been eliminated.
Liv eliminating Natalya there. And Bull Nakano looks to be in trouble. Naomi, her first night, has did a lot of stuff for this women's division. Now Liv from behind. Kind of just saved Bull Nakano there. I don't think Bull cares. And now Bull, like she's gonna try and eliminate Liv. Naomi survives because things got a little bit too personal there between Liv Morgan and Bull Nakano. You know, Naomi just gonna take advantage of all the chaos and all the dismay. But that's what Naomi does. We got one more match on the card here tonight. It's gonna top everything off. Seth Rollins and Gunther, falls count anywhere because of what happened at the pay-per-view when Gunther won by count out. Some say he did it on purpose, and that's what he wanted all along. He wanted a falls count anywhere matchup. That's what some are saying. And you know what? I think you may be right. And Liv gets eliminated by Naomi. And it's down to Naomi and Bull Nakano. One of these women will be the #1 contender. Oh man, Bull Nakano setting up the powerbomb. Naomi once again so close, but not enough. Bull Nakano is the #1 contender. We're gonna see a dream match, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna see a dream match in the future. Probably a Clash at the Castle. But that's gonna be crazy. Bull Nakano and Rhea Ripley are now set to meet each other for the Women's World Championship. Naomi probably wanted to be her, and I can understand why. Naomi once again so close, but not close enough in these Royales. First the big push, tonight the Battle Royal, and Bull Nakano getting their way. I know she's gonna have beef with both Bull Nakano and, you know, and Rhea Ripley. And a lot of the elimination and a lot of the damage in this matchup was done by Naomi.
Bull Nakano.
But let's give it up for Bull Nakano with her victory here tonight. Another new star getting the W. But Naomi, you're going to get another chance at King of Queen of the Ring. I know that's probably not what you want, but something's better than nothing. All right, ladies and gents, we are at our finale. We are at the main event. It is going to be a Falls Count Anywhere matchup with the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Seth freaking Rollins who has 2 titles, just like Rhea Ripley. We talked about it earlier tonight, how they both of them are walking a similar path. But you got this beast named Gunther, and these rules, Seth could lose the title here tonight on Raw.
The World Heavyweight Championship.
This is not a number 1 contenders match. Sorry I left that on the screen. I'm a little rusty. Guys in the production truck didn't tell me anything to do because I'm actually a 1-man production band. So Seth freaking Rollins. This matchup, some said it was already the biggest test for him. And some saying under these rules, he doesn't have an advantage. I disagree. Because the thing is, Seth now can use weapons where before he couldn't. He could equal the playing field. Now, I know it could be rough if Gunther does the same, but just saying.
From Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, Gunther! And his opponent, from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion and the Wrestling Men's Champion, Seth freaking Rollins.
The thing about when you have it all, you can lose it all. Tonight, Seth can't lose it all, but you got to think he could lose all that pride that he had from holding both titles. And then it leaves the question: once is he worthy of the ADGWSGN Network Championship? The rumors are already flying of who he's going to be facing at SummerSlam. And rumors are it could be Gunther again. But, you know, for the Roster Sports Games Network Men's Championship at WWE, at the WWE event, crossover event. So, who knows? Bigger stakes there as well. And you got to keep your head on the swivel for all these types of matches. And now Seth freaking Rollins being put down here. Gunther off the ropes. Look at this. Over and under, over and over. Oh, kick to the gut. The knees and more knees. Seth Rollins now is just rolling ahead. Seth gets up. It's like Seth's a little angry about what happened at Backlash, right? They roll up here by Gunther. But Seth, don't let this man get in your head. Don't let him get in your head. Now the power of Gunther with the teardrop back suplex. I know what I almost said there. I know what it sounds like. And then elbows to the gut. You're watching our main event for the World Heavyweight Championship of ADGUniverse. After events that inspired the Backlash, where Gunther won by countout. He did not get the title, but he did get the victory, leading us to this Falls Count Anywhere matchup here tonight. Chops in it, the chops, all of this is okay. If they want to get weapons, it's okay. The pinfall can occur anywhere in this arena, around the arena, in the crowd, anywhere. This matchup can go, and Gunther's going to the outside, and he is also going to get a weapon here. He's going for the steel chair. He tried to throw it to Seth Rollins. Seth seen it coming, and thank God he saw it coming. Because that would have been the unequalizer. The matchup would not have been equal at that point. At least for Seth Rollins. Iron Salt into the cover. One count. We knew that Seth needed to do a little bit more work here. Running clothesline. Thank you guys for watching the pure truest roster simulation ever. As Seth Rollins sets up for his pedigree. No, it gets reversed. The ring general. And sometimes I say around the house, sometimes be a little funny. The ring ginger ale. The top rope. Flying titty splash. And into the cover. Something fly from the ring general. And now the ring general setting up. We said it. Could it happen here tonight? Will we have a new champion? Oh my God. The powerbomb from the ring general. And a 2 count. How did Seth do it? We do not know, but that's what Seth does. Seth stays in it to win it. The question is, will he win it tonight? Oh my God. Kendo stick. Gunther, no. Seth Rollins off the rope. And Gunther just gets snatched up by a curb stomp. And no. Usually that's enough to take most men out, but Gunther is not like most men. Seth is going to have to do a little more. And now Seth grabs the kendo stick and lays into him. And lays into Gunther. Shot after shot of the kendo stick. And now the kendo stick is tugging. And back to yourself a little bit. But not enough. And now, oh man, he has it. Gunther with a crossface. With a champion tap. Will we have a new champion here tonight? No, he fights back. Kick to the gut. What a matchup this is. Seth Rollins, Gunther bringing the house down right here, right now. And now, bitches Seth Rollins with the turnbuckle powerbomb into the cover. He did the turnbuckle powerbomb on the ring general, not ginger ale. And now, oh my God, setting up for another curb stomp. That's got to do it. It's going to be the biggest win yet. For Seth Rollins, 1, 2, 3, he is still the champion. What a match. I'm at a loss of breath here. This matchup didn't even go to the outside. Not really. The weapons came into play, but that was it. It was fast. It was frantic, and I think that is why Gunther cannot really get complete control of the matchup like he wanted to. Even though he did a lot of damage here, like that's flying splash there, as I said, the flying titty splash. And here, with the Imperial Powerbomb, was not enough either. Seth Rollins would kick out on a close 3 count. Then the comeback here with the first curve stomp that did not work. He only got a quick pinfall as well. But this right here was the setup and the beginning of the end. The vintage, you didn't think you could do it anymore. Turnbuckle powerbomb, and to Gunther at that. Gunther would kick out here also with a close 2 count. And immediately after, Seth says enough is enough, curb stomp. And that will be enough to get the 1, the 2, the 3.
Here is
and the world will never know that it'll be like if Gunther was champion after the night. But who knows? Maybe one day we'll know.
Champion Seth.
But still the holder of all the gold. Some would say all the gold that matters currently in ADGUniverse. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching. Remember, stay tuned for the post show where we break down more of that ADGUniverse Purest Realist Wrestling Simulation goodness.
Can you dig it, sucker?
All right, man. What a night, man. What a night, man. I wish I would have did this before now. That's how it goes every single time with these shows. It takes me a while to get them out. And then when I do them, it's like the best time ever for me. It's like the best time ever. I need to have more best times and more often. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna look at the power rankings. Power rankings shows you like the top stars currently. You see Oscar at the top of the list, one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. We got Seth freaking Rollins here at number 2. And you know, Gunther at number 3. And sadly, Gunther lost here tonight. It doesn't mean that it's over for Gunther. I'm sure there's other big things to come for Gunther in the weeks to come. Paul Anderson and Luke Gallows lost the titles, but Paul is on top of Raw at number 4. Number 5, Lyra Valkyria. We didn't see her here tonight on the show. Maybe we'll see more of her next week. And definitely someone that we'll probably see at King and Queen of Ring if she doesn't get an immediate shot. We have to stay tuned to see about that. We're going to make some more decisions here tonight. Dakota Kai at number 6, the Intercontinental Champion. She suffered a loss, but she's still over Rhea Ripley in the power rankings. The fans are choosing Dakota, you know, as far as the ranking, as far as the, you know, ratings and whatnot. It is what it is. I'm sure they're not that far apart. Dakota and Rhea Ripley, they are the top of the women's division. Drew McIntyre not here tonight either, the Intercontinental Champion. We talked about something for him in the future. Stay tuned. Braun Breaker, we're gonna probably announce that here tonight. Who's next in line for the Intercontinental Championship? Braun Breaker at number 9 and number 10, CM Punk. And I want to mention that Ivar and Eric at 11 and 12 after what they did tonight, winning the World Tag Team Championships. Congratulations to those two. So what we want to do now is look at the championships. I said I wanted to announce who's going to be next in line when it came to the men's championship. And ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be Braun Breaker. I may put him in a situation though next week because Drew doesn't supposed to go to Raw anymore. So he may be in a situation where it's Braun, Sheamus, Logan, maybe Braun or Rey Mysterio. I'm not sure. I may take Braun off the listing, but I may keep. Well, no, I think I'm gonna keep Braun as a free agent. So in our universe, so it may be those 4 guys, and maybe a 5-man situation, or maybe a 4-man situation with Braun, Sheamus, and Logan Paul next week here on the show with the Intercontinental Championship on the line. Some may say it's not fair, but it is what it is. And I may play in that matchup and give somebody a push, just to be honest. Let's look at the women's division real quick. What's going on with the women's tag team division? There's not many teams currently in the women's tag team division. Let's put Zoe and Shayna back in here. I put them off briefly. Let's put them back in. So it looks like maybe Alba and Asuka will probably be once again in line for the titles unless I make some more tag teams. I'm not sure right now, but at the current time it looks like they will probably, no promises on that. So let's look at the Intercontinental division right now being held by Dakota Kai, and you see 3 stars I have in there is Ivy, Lyra, and Scarlett. Now Scarlett at the bottom of the ones that we have announced so far. More will be announced later on, but that is quite crazy if you ask me. Quite crazy. So what I want to do as well, every now and then I will adjust my my card. So Bull Nakano, I'm putting her in, and after her win tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and just swipe her all the way up to the top. No, I didn't mean to do that. Doing this wrong. There used to be a swap button. Where's the swap button? Okay, square edit to my rankings. I'm gonna. I didn't mean to drop Bailey all the way to the bottom though. All right, let's do this right now. Damn, that put Bailey. This is gonna take me some time. I'm gonna do this another time because this is what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to like keep doing like this. They should just let you like place them like you can with the. Like you can when you're doing like allies, but they're not letting me do that. I'll do it. It'll be done correctly. It doesn't really matter too much, but sometimes it affects the power rankings. If you low in the division, it affects their power ranking. So I'm gonna make sure Bull got where she needed to be, because now she should be in the. She may eventually, it may change the power rankings, and she should get called up the power rankings. Hopefully she will. That's gonna help her momentum and stuff, and that is very important. Because right now she at the bottom of the power ranking. Honestly, it shouldn't be. All right, so that's pretty much gonna do it, y'all. We got a situation here where Penta has been announced for King and Queen of the Ring. I announced that Bull Nakano. Well, we found out that Bull Nakano been number contender. But I'm going on record to say that Naomi will have a spot as well in King and Queen of the Ring. I know it's not what she wants, but that's what you're gonna get. Definitely a spot in King and Queen of the Ring. So we have 2 superstars announced for King and Queen of the Ring. King and Queen of the Ring will be coming up on the calendar in 2 weeks. And with that being said, if you have any ideas for people that you would like to see in King and Queen of the Ring, you can let me know in the comment section below, and I'll try to make that happen. And also don't forget, you become managers by just being here and being active in the comment section. You can control someone and guarantee yourself not only for King and Queen of the Ring, but for other matches. Also, if you become an A-lister, you can control up to 2 people instead of 1. With that being said, I'll see you guys next show, next video. I'm out of here. Peace!